The Indianapolis Colts have confirmed it is officially go time, and they have invested heavily at the trade deadline by trading 2 first-round picks and then technically a second-round pick in A.D. Mitchell for Sauce Gardner from the New York Jets. Scores a 93 overall corner who is still super, super young. Now, the question I have is, A, was that a little bit of an overpay? I think probably. I think you could have easily got it done with just a first and a second. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there was a lot of teams offering that, or maybe teams with lower aspirations on the year, which is kind of a weird trade to make if you're not, on par. And then B, was it worth trading that much for a cornerback? I kind of feel like maybe the trenches could have used a little more. Maybe it was just kind of a weak market, although Quentin Williams to the Cowboys, did they call about him first? And then it's like, oh, well, we already moved him to Dallas. If you want Sauce, he's on the board. And I wonder, I would love to hear how those conversations go, because it is rare that you see 2 blockbuster trades in general at a trade deadline, but from the same team. Like, were the Jets just getting, did they have 14 phone calls going on at once? And they're like, hey, you take this phone, I'll take that phone. I'm curious. But of course, this is a Colts team that has played very well this year. So weird to me, though. I get it, right? It's the Colts. Who would have expected this type of season? But still weird to me that you're still kind of getting those, well, who have they played? Who have they beat? Kind of conversations. Like, well, they beat the Broncos and Chargers. Those are 2 good teams. And then they barely lost to the Rams, which is a very good team. And then they lost by 7 to the Steelers, which are a pretty good team. But they also had some of the most uncharacteristic turnovers you'll ever see. Like, how many weeks are we going to be fumbling or muffing a punt for a touchdown? Do we think? How many weeks is Daniel Jones, which is so weird, it's like, oh, every week when he was a Giant, but is Daniel Jones throwing 3 interceptions and fumbling? I'm just saying, not very common, and they still only lost by 7. The Steelers, it's weird because their defense, it's not been a good defense, but they had some takeaways from the Patriots as well. It's like, maybe they're just that good at taking the ball away. Not many teams are as that good, apparently, so I think the Colts are obviously in a great situation, and obviously, you got guys like Jonathan Taylor having career years, and the receivers look great, and Daniel Jones having a career year, and the O-line's played well, and Tyler Warren looks like the best tight end in the class, even though Colson Loveland had a sick game, clutched up against the Bengals. Defensively, again, this is a team that has played well as a unit, but you look at some of their individual performances, and you're like, okay, there's some more to be desired. Latu seems to be decent, and Buckner obviously, but I'd like more from the D-line. I wonder if they made the call for Quentin Williams and it just didn't happen. With Charvarius Ward, who has been injury prone, fair enough, coming back, I would imagine, at week 12, week 13, is cornerback a bigger need than maybe some of the trench work? I'm not sure. Again, though, was Williams ever an option? Was he even on their radar? I don't know. But, this is obviously a team that we're expecting great things from, and we'll see what happens. Of course, a little bit weaker in the draft pick department, but should still be able to fill some of the gaps, like linebacker, DT, potentially an edge rusher, potentially a safety. I think we're fine at safety. Maybe a lineman if we need to. But overall, this is a rebuild I'm hoping isn't really a rebuild, more of a reload. Of course, I haven't done the Colts yet, and this is the perfect time to do them. So I apologize for everyone voting for the Jets, but maybe that'll be tomorrow. I'm thinking maybe, depending on how quick this is, maybe we have a Cowboys rebuild as well later today. Not 100% sure, but you'll see the Jets, Cowboys, and then, of course, this rebuild over the next few days. So if you guys are interested in that, leave a like, subscribe for new, hit the bell notification all so you know when the next upload is up. And we'll have the other franchises like Panthers and Packers that sometime this week as well. Maybe the weekend. I'm not sure. Either way, trade deadline was kind of crazy. And let's see how this move is going to affect this Colts team. Also, random question while you're maybe down in the comment section below, leaving a like, subscribing if you're new or something like that. What do you guys grade the trade? I don't even know if this is actually post-rebuild. I don't know if I even said it, but I would probably give the Colts an A, and then the Jets probably an A-. It's hard to say because they got good value back, but it's also like one of the guys to watch, one of the fun, good players on your team. But I'd say both teams kind of won. We'll see. I think the Colts have a little more risk involved in that, but at the end of the day, the reward could be a Super Bowl, right? If that happens, then A+. All right, we got some contracts, and I would be very surprised to see Pierce go to free agency. Especially would be surprised to see him go for that little, but 4 year $50 sounds good for me. Hopefully he does develop nicely. Quitty pay. Don't know about that one. Braden Smith, I know that they would definitely like to keep him in real life. Don't know how I feel about it in Madden, but I think I can live with it. See if we can do a 2 year $38, maybe get that done. Pratt's, Daniel Jones. Damn, that's actually a good question. What is Daniel Jones worth? Like, in Madden, I don't know what the hell I'm supposed to do with him. I really don't. At first, I actually made him an 83 overall star, because I was like, he deserves to be higher. And then I was like, you know what, let's just keep him 80. So I actually might have lowered his ratings too far, trying to bring him back. I don't know. 3-year, 117. I think that's pretty fair, actually. I think that's decent market. Maybe a little less than that, to be honest. Nick Cross. Wow, we can't even afford him. Damn, this team, yeah, I mean, they took on some contract. They definitely took on a pretty hefty contract. I don't know how much they're actually paying, because, you know, how much of that is a dead hit, but we'll get Smith back, and we'll try to get Cross. Had a real good look at the #1 seed, and unfortunately, just a couple losses right at the end of the season, I think, might knock us out of it. And it will, sadly. Bills at 14-3. I mean, that's a lot to ask for, right? Oh, wow, we were #3 seed. 14-3, 14-3. Okay, I guess. We have the Jaguars here. We are an 87 overall team. For how long, though? There's some older players on this team. Not a lot, but some guys that we're probably going to end up letting go. Let's take a look at the stats. Obviously, Jonathan Taylor, what a season. Daniel Jones, obviously a really good year. Unexpected year in a good way for him, obviously. Jonathan Taylor, 26 touchdowns, 1,700 yards. We'll see how he actually finishes, but I'm pretty sure he's on par for more than that yards-wise, right? Really good season, though. Chance at MVP? Maybe? I don't know. It feels like a lot of the quarterbacks this year are really good with touchdown-to-pick ratio, so, you know the voters love that. They love a good touchdown-to-pick ratio. 9 times out of 10, that's the thing they look for. Total touchdowns, and if it's close, it's touchdown-to-pick ratio, obviously. Every day of the week. Doesn't matter what the team around them is. It doesn't matter this, that, and the other thing. Doesn't matter if they have the greatest defense of all time. It is all about the touchdown-to-pick ratio at that point. Offensive Player of the Year. So MVP-wise, where did... He didn't even rank. That's not true, because I'm not even looking at the right thing. It's the NFC, not the NFL. MVP, he ranked #3, actually. Wow. Very close. Very close. But these are all the award wins. Best running back, best offensive player of the year. Hopefully he gets the X Factor, because I think he's still only superstar. But here we are, 87-81. Jaguars division rivalry matchup in the wildcard round. All right, end of the game. Colts with 3-0 for the Jaguars. Defense playing well. The offense is struggling. The offense is doing nothing right now. 17-3, because the offense is literally not doing a thing. Hello? And then here, the defense is struggling now. This is actually insane. 3 whole points. I don't know what to tell you. Warren's basically wide open. That's not even true, but he caught it anyways, thankfully. 68 yards through 3 quarters? What? Daniel Jones has had drives with more yards than... Dude, I don't know what just happened. I could not tell you what just happened. Oh, now they're, about to call the police on EA here, and, the team starts waking up, puts on a little bit of a show. Maybe we got a chance at a comeback. Oh, yeah, let's, no need to do anything rash, man. Don't call the authorities. Come on, man. No timeouts. They're going to kick a field goal, which this is long, 57 yards. Oh, it's Cam Little. It's just goddamn short-ass field goal. It's a damn chip shot, brother. Chip shot from 57. I hate him. Why? I hate him. Well, and that's what it is. So it's either recover an onside kick or get this score before the 2-minute. Daniel Jones has always been pretty fast in Madden, so we're going to utilize that. Obviously, he picked it up a little bit on those last couple of drives, but overall, almost more rushing yards than passing yards. Warren. It's a great throw out in front of him. Hurry up to the line, to the 45. Yeah, much better numbers now, but took a little bit of time to get there, didn't it, buddy? Little predetermined. Damn it, Daniel. That is, damn, that is not okay. That is so many yards thrown away, out of bounds to go with it, too. It's a good throw this time, and dropped, of course. Why did we pay him? Why did we pay Pierce? I didn't even see that safety, dude. He blended in. Can't even get the throw off. Would have had Pittman in the middle, too. Pierce probably can't even catch the damn thing. Warren, please. Oh, why is that thrown so high? Dude, I don't know what it is, but, like, they changed something in the game where trying to go for a touch pass, not a touch pass, like a bullet pass is just, like, is touch pass now. Or maybe I'm just stupid. Either way, we didn't get the stop. We lose 30-16. That's tough. That is a tough loss, unfortunately, but nah, there's no but to it. That's pathetic, dude. 41 completion percentage. Colts fans would be so devastated by the end of the year. Not only to lose, but to lose to the Jaguars, and then more importantly, lose because your quarterback and your offense put up under 100 passing yards through 3 quarters. Jaguars on paper, though, they do have a really good defense, but still, you'd expect more from them. That is really bad. 13-4 and didn't even come close to winning that game. It might have finished 30-16, but realistically, the team got blown out. That is obviously a blowout for sure. But hey, if we end up, clutching up later on to save the team for a Super Bowl win, don't go around here saying, "Oh, that's the reason why they won, is you saved them." We're not doing that. You got to remember, I just choked for the team, okay? To be fair, Daniel Jones choked more than anyone, but X Factor for Jonathan Taylor, which is sweet. Daniel Jones goes to star. We'll obviously get him to an 82, maybe 83 overall by the time training camp is over, which is nice. Star dev for Daniel. No matter what happens, we're going to be doing probably a 5-year rebuild like usual, unless we obviously win sooner than that. And with that being said, probably going to just rock Daniel Jones for the rest of this thing. X Factor for Buckner. He gets back to X Factor. He was X Factor for a long time in the game, a while back. He's pretty much always been superstar at least, though. Mumma, Mr. Star Dev, as we call him, and then Nick Cross, who I've not secured a contract for yet, goes to Star. I hope that's not something that stays the same. We still need a lot of work on the D-line and whatnot. What are they doing with corners? Like, Ward or someone leaving? I'm not sure what's going on here. Like, you just putting DJ at the 3? Put him in the slot? I don't know. Either way, let's go to re-signings, which hopefully have some money, because I tried to restructure mid-season. I think I sold hard with that. You have 10 million, dude. What are we going to do with this? This is a disaster. I really don't want to tag him. I will spend a 4-year 40. I think it's worth it. No way. Thank you for the tag. All right, we're going to have to deal with this another time. Muma, I'm sorry, dude. Just a little bit too old. And yeah, everyone else is a free agent. This team is a little in trouble for money-wise, so we'll see what we want to do restructure-wise. Hopefully we got some rookie reserve. We have nothing going for ourselves. Negative 2.1 mil. Stafford has retired. Free agency, in case you were curious, not really anything you're missing by having no money this season. Right, we're in the draft, pick 23. We don't have the trade up. We just don't. We don't have the ability for that. Sauce Gardner is our trade up. That is all there is to it. Not even going to try to slow sim to see if somebody falls. It's whoever is there, okay? Edge was never a chance. It was like high first rounders, even though Edge is a huge need for us. Linebacker is a pretty big need too. The problem is I'd rather just have Hartman. We've obviously used this class before because this is still the same quote-unquote up-to-date class. It'll probably actually update soon. Which will probably have the actual moves and whatnot. But TJ Hartman, I'm going to take him because I know he's good. That's all there is to it. 52 true talent, hidden dev, very fast. That's all there is to be said. I have a couple O-line needed. Linebacker, DT, edge are all the positions of need. I don't know if we're going to be able to get any of them, though. Maybe you could have made a move to trade down and get Hartman, but I don't think that's a good idea. Just get who you need right away. What about Ruff, who is in a rough spot? He's 280, 6'5". I've seen B power moves. I put him on. I feel like Santos we had, but he wasn't anything for us. But this time we actually could use him. I know you have JT, but I don't know. I guess you just use JT, I suppose. And then what do you do with this? Some linemen? I mean, I guess you could use a center. Walker fits as a pretty good center, I think. Well, I guess Hand does too. We'll just take whoever. We'll just take linemen. That's all there is to it. Just take some linemen. Well, actually, what about Morrison? Fox and Morrison. They're both 3 to 4, and then the other guy obviously is goated with his 1 to 2. Yeah, let's take Houtlin. Let's take him. 40 true talent. Hidden Dev. I don't remember if we took that guy or not, but at the end of the day, I like the 1 to 2. And we need some linemen, so Sanchez is next. Hidden development trade, of course. 23 in the 5th round, I should say, is our next up. And I forgot how laggy he is. I was like, wait, they're all gone? No, they weren't all gone. It's just lagging a bit. Schmidt's the next one. I don't even know if we need Santos, because I actually do remember we have JT, and we're just going to hope that Latu's the guy. See, those two can develop together, hopefully. And then what else do we have? DT again. We didn't get the other DT we wanted. Unfortunately, didn't get the pass rushing type in Fox. Whatever, dude. Sanborn it is. Kendall Sanborn, 66 true. Also hidden dev. Just got to make it work, dude. I don't know what to tell you. They're both hidden dev DTs. They're maybe not the right scheme, but let me tell you, we're about to stop that damn run whether you like it or not. And then the clutchest move you could ever do is grab yourself a long snapper. I don't know who the hell is the best. I'm just going to go with one of them. Cabrera, 82 true. We don't hate it. Normal development. Kind of a quicker draft, but that's what happens when you don't have a first-round pick. Not really as many decisions to make. You're falling almost all the way to the 3rd. You're just going to take whoever best available is. Hartman we have seen in the past, but in case you didn't watch any rebuilds with him, I don't remember his dev, but I think it's star. I don't think it's very spectacular. I think he's just a regular old star dev. And then, of course, this guy, even though he's a nose tackle, does have pass rush ability, so he'll probably be our number 2. Houteling. I don't know, dude. I might start freaking Sanborn if he's better, just because I can say his name easier. He is not better. Unless he's Superstar Plus, which I highly doubt. Not our best draft. We've got a lot of trenches, though, which, I mean, you could argue is, at least defensively, one of the biggest needs, so. But in-game, you know, center right guard definitely needs some work. That's kind of it, though, right? Like, we got 2 linemen. We're just going to start them where we need them. Schmidt at right guard, and the other guy, Sanchez, at center. All right, this is what the squad looks like for season number 2. Offensive line. I mean, it's not improved, but there's some potential, deeper potential down the line here. Kept the center, moved right guard, though, because there's a bit of a difference in age. Hoping that we can get Pittman to 86 overall with our training camp. Dan Jones to 82, maybe 83, because, you know, he's very close to his XP goal, so very close to that. And then defensively, probably going to go Latu for his XP, and then, yeah, I mean, the team looks good. It's not amazing, but at an 86 overall, you'd like your chance to at least make the playoffs. And then from there, who knows? All right, we got contracts. Jonathan Taylor gets the key to the city, so whatever he wants is his. Really? I even kept it a 4-year because I was like, I don't care, dude. Just take it. Quentin definitely gets a contract. Cross, let's see if we can actually knock this out. I have my doubts. He's a much higher overall now. 4-year, 48. That's not bad. That's like 12 mil per year. That's not bad for a 84 overall. That's only going to get better. Pittman, I'm not sure. He went up very high. The +2 that he got from the training camp and then the XP and all that. It's a tough one. Josh Downs, I'd like to be flexible. So I'm going to do a 3-year because we did pay Peters a lot. These guys are always making me sad. Buckner, I think you let go. He's going to regress. He might retire. Moore is going to be gone because that regression is going to be crazy. Stewart's going to regress hard and he's expensive. I think if you can handle what you got here, though, I think we'll be fine. Just DT, I do kind of struggle with a little bit. I do not want to do more than a 2-year, so I'm glad Pittman is down. But outside of that, yeah. We'll get Taylor. We'll get Nelson. And, yeah, pretty much everyone you'd expect us to sign. Taylor, Nelson, Downs. Everyone else is gone. I know you're probably thinking, well, I expect you to sign Buckner, so what about that? Well, I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry. We don't even have the best record ever, but if we were to beat this Eagles team, we'd actually lock in, I believe, the number 1 seed. Of course, it's a primetime game because, of course, it's big. Now, both teams, you know, in the higher portion of win totals, so you would assume this is pretty big for seeding for both sides. So, the Eagles are just cooking us, dude. This offense doing a little bit better, but now the defense is actually the problem. Before it was the offense, now it's the defense. I get it, 21 points isn't a lot. But also 49 points allowed is crazy. Come on. Come on, defense. Let's do better. 49 and 21, unfortunately. And I mean, we could still get the number 1 seed. It's just at 11 and 6. What are the actual odds? Daniel Jones, you know, one last loss to the Eagles, I guess. I say one last as if he doesn't have a chance to lose more. throws 2 picks to the same corner. Have you not learned your lesson? Did someone not watch the Super Bowl? But who knows? Maybe we still get the number 1 seed. We definitely won't. But you never know. It could happen. And of course we don't. We are the number 3 seed with our loss. Again. Taylor did his job again as well. I mean, it's a great season, dude. I don't care if the Colts are good in real life. It's all about the game. And in game, there's definitely some things to be looking forward to. You'd want some more of. Pittman with a great year. Hopefully gets a dev up because of the touchdowns. But in general, the scheme defensively is just not great. Offensively is not great. You get a lot of rushing stats, and that's really it. Everything else is pretty mediocre. So we're probably going to have to make some changes. I want to just stick with the Colts because, they're doing well. But at the same time, I know we could do even better. So we'll see what happens here. Maybe they win the Super Bowl with the playbooks. I don't know, but numbers-wise, I know we could do better. Things didn't go super well in that game against the Eagles. See how it goes against this Chargers team that is 7 overalls lower than us. Again, how many rebuilds have we done now where we're talking about how every playoffs we play, we're the underdogs as the better team? Just another rebuild where that's the case. Of course, the team is keeping up defensively. Then again, offensively, it's just every rebuild, we're the better team, and we're the underdogs. We lose. I don't know. You have to change the playbooks every time. It's crazy. It's genuinely absurd. Like, am I the only one that experiences this? Where, you have the better team, but because of your playbooks, you just can't win. You just simply can't win. There's too many Tuies. What's going on here? Our Tui was better. Take that, Tui. Back-to-back, arguable blowouts. Arguable. That one's a little bit, maybe a little closer, but 7 overalls higher, And we're about to lose some players. We're losing Buckner. We're losing Stewart. We're losing some other players. It's not smooth sailing. Hopefully the Chargers at least win. So then I'm like, okay, hey, we lost to the number 2 team. Well, we are the number 2 team because we lost to the number 1 team. And nope, the Lions win, so we didn't even lose to the best team. We are the 3rd, 4th, 5th, or 6th team. Daniel Jones sticks where he is. 84 overall. I don't hate that, actually. He's actually looking pretty good. Didn't regress or anything like that. What else do we have? Pittman's still star, which is tough. Wide receivers aren't amazing, but they're good. Pierce might just have to move down a little bit here because Downs at least has a chance, but ironically enough, down. Defensively, DevOps, no, to my knowledge, right? Yeah, disappointing. Very disappointing. Any retirements didn't seem so. I really wish Buckner would have retired so it would make it easier to lose him. Laquan Treadwell? Interesting. That name is so, out of my head that it feels and sounds weird to think about. It just does. I don't know why. Negotiations about $14 million. I don't know where you find the money to do that, to re-sign Buckner. You lose Buckner and Stewart in the same offseason. That's not a good one. Is there any chance? Taylor, how much is restructure? Nothing. We already did Daniel Jones as a restructure. None of these are going to do much, right? You can save $3 million right now. I suppose we only need about 10, so if we were to be able to find a little bit, I don't think it's worth putting ourselves in that much of a risk. Even though I like him, he is really good, though. We just can't. We don't have the money. Maybe we will in a moment and with the rookie reserve, and we could just trade a pick away or something. Oh, man, I really don't want to lose him, but he also doesn't want to be here, so the money is just not great for us, right? This isn't even enough. I'll throw that on there, and it'll get real ugly, but at least we'll have our man back. Does he join us? He doesn't. What did he take? The Raiders, less than we offered. Probably for the best, though. That was going to be a tough situation. All right, we're in the draft. I forgot we don't have a damn first-round pick again. To be fair, I didn't really scout too many first-rounders anyways, but there's a really sick running back here. This guy he's a problem. He's super fast. He's a power back. He's kind of my hero, to be honest with you. But most of the guys we do have are, later anyways, but I did scout a couple of running backs, so we'll go to 24. I put some running backs on there just to have a backup. Not really even a backup plan for Taylor, but just a good backup. I kind of want one. But yeah, with this pick, I think linebackers right up there at the top for what we need, because we need probably 2 linebackers. So with that being said, DiCarvalho, I didn't scout him further because I knew I wanted him. So why would I scout someone I know I'm going to grab if he's there further? 34 true talent. Hidden dev looks actually really freaking good. Let's go to the next round, start of it, but not be done. Hopefully that 3 to 4 linebacker we had is there. If not, we'll go Holcomb, who's really raw but insanely fast. 4.38. We could use a lineman, but it's not really the biggest positional need. DT, but again, these are all nose tackles anyways, so maybe you go Henson. But yeah, we definitely want to trade up for Castle with the Titans here. I don't care if it's interdivisional. It's the 3rd round. Who cares? We've seen much higher trades interdivisional than the 3rd round. Now, trust me when I say I didn't want to trade all of this. It doesn't matter, though. We have done that. With that move, we are going to be taking Mr. DeAndre Castle. Of course, he's fast. He's going to be our other linebacker. Hopefully, he's hitting as well. 6'7" true. You know what? I mean, Hartman didn't really count because we knew he was hidden dev from the other rebuild we did, one of the other rebuilds. But for these 2 linebackers drafted this year, I'm pretty happy with that. I can live with that. So yeah, not a great draft class because 1st round pick kind of just eats at you a little bit. But we got 2 linebackers. That's good enough for me. Antonio Jett, he looked all right. He's not spectacular by any means, but he's decently fast. 95 true talent, normal dev. He's a good backup. No lineman, but again, technically didn't need one this year. Kind of replacing a right tackle at some point, just not this year anyways. I'd like to start the rookies if I can because you get a little bit more XP doing that. And with this, I don't know, fullback. Who the hell is the better fullback? I suppose Kavanaugh? Yeah, Kavanaugh. 111. If I would have said Canava or something like that, I would have been pretty disappointed in myself when editing this. I'd be like, are you kidding me? It's Kavanaugh. Are you blind? Yeah, a little bit. We did save some money, though. We talked about the rookie reserve stuff. 74, 72, 70, 69 got down and lower each one. But look at the speed this linebacking unit has. And, these aren't small linebackers. 247's pretty hefty for 91 speed. I think we actually do need a Mike linebacker. So this guy, superstar. Looks like a running back wearing 26. I might change the numbers. I used to be very confident saying I will change the numbers, and I usually just forget. I think Castle actually is going to be the Mike, and then we'll move Kavanaugh down somewhere else. I don't know. Sam, maybe. Mr. Yeah, I don't know about that. I don't love Castle's dev, but yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. Maybe you move him to... I don't know. We actually have some pretty good linebackers now, and I feel like you're wasting the superstar if you put him there. I mean, Castle is the lower overall. We're going to move him there. We definitely did use the knowledge of the dev a little bit, because normally I would just go straight up. Whoever's bigger plays Mike, but I think in this case, he is a lower overall. You play the worst player at that Sam spot because they are the least likely to play. All right, Season 3 team now. You can see a lot of blue jerseys, which means that we have stuck it out with the guys that they start with. Of course, we have Daniel Jones, little Danny Dimes, going to be an 86 overall, most likely. Not always. You get the +2 if you do the training camp, which... it's a disaster, okay? By the way, I always hear, maybe I'm just not using the thing that increases your chance of dev ups. I always hear about people getting dev ups from training camp and training stuff. I never get them. They are very rare for me. I don't know how it's possible. Now, I don't always gold. Most of the time I do. I don't always gold, but a lot of times I do. And I still just don't get dev ups. But yeah, look at the defense. Not really a dev up needed, right? Everyone's at least a star, which of course we'll take Superstar Plus, but this is a solid-looking team. I mean, again, we should be in the playoffs, and then maybe one of the best teams in the league after that. Our DTs may not get to the quarterback too well, but they are 700 pounds pretty much combined. We are stopping that run, okay? It's not a great season, but we're turning around a little bit. Latu, he's an 83 overall now. How are we looking? Okay, much better with a deep... I will admit we changed the scheme this season, so probably a reason why we look a little bit better after the start. But yeah, we have played worse than the other 2 seasons by a mile so far, but we could save the season. Bortolini, Goncalves is going to be gone. Braden Smith. I think that's just a little too costly for me. I do. I really think it's just too much. Giving up one of his worst sack seasons as well on top of it. I mean, we're not completely screwed money-wise at least, so that's good. But what's Ward's age? 31. Maybe one more year, but we'll wait until the season's over when that regression hits to see what kind of value we can get out of him. He might drop down to an 85, you know? All right, very shocked by this one. The team, we did lose the 2 DTs, admittedly, but the team hasn't really lost much besides that. And yeah, we go 8-9, which, I mean, I guess you can maybe make the argument that Buckner's worth a win or two, right? Especially if the interior of the D-line was cooked. But yeah, this is right here is where I changed the Packers. Bills D, I think. It's kind of what I default to. And hey, we won 5 in a row. I was like, okay, might turn the season around. And then we lose 3 of the last 5. So just a little bit too much of the Colts scheme, it seems. Of course, Daniel Jones throws a lot of picks, but has more yards and touchdowns, specifically the touchdowns. Josh Downs should go to Superstar. That's the one thing, you could get with some of these other playbooks is you can pretty much almost guarantee a dev up for the wide receivers, or at least one of them, which is great. Edge did way better with the new scheme, though, so it's not even the fault of Buckner and Stewart being gone, because the pass rush has been better than ever. I mean, even the DTs were great. So yeah, I'm not sure. Just kind of, coincidental, I guess. A little disappointing, though. We made the playoffs twice now out of 3 years, and have not won a single playoff game yet. There's no way that I chose this scheme because I was like, oh, this could be a quicker one. Might be able to get 2 rebuilds in today. And no, I don't even know if we're going to get a single win in this one. Like, we might not even get a Super Bowl win. We might not even get a playoff win. We usually do 5 years, so, I mean, technically now we're getting pretty deep into the Madden season where, the starting point is midway through the year. So you could argue that year 6 is the true year 5. So if we need to, we will go through 6 years. But I will say it's probably unlikely you're going to see another rebuild today. But again, you guys have been getting spammed with these rebuilds. You kind of need a break. Wow, by the way. I don't think I've ever seen a shutout Super Bowl in the game. I mean, I don't know the history enough to know every single score off the top of my head. But I don't even know if there's ever been a shutout in general. And unless I'm missing something, I don't think there has been. Like, they all, even with some crazy blowouts, they almost always at least land a field goal. Wow, that's crazy. Lions just won a Super Bowl, though, I think, in Sim here, right? So, yes, it sucks, but it could be worse. You could just not win at all. But looking at the team, I mean, this is not a bad-looking roster as Quentin Nelson goes, who hopefully I didn't call Johnston earlier. He retires. JT is a superstar. Cross is a superstar. He has had a crazy glow-up. Bynum's, of course, regressing. Man, this is tough because I feel like some positions have gone really far up. And then, of course, with the fact that we missed the playoffs and the fact that we lost Buckner, now we have lost our guard is disappointing. And our tackle. I mean, I was probably not going to pay Smith anyways, but that's tough. We lose 2 of our starting linemen in one offseason. One of those is a really big name to lose. Quentin Nelson, man. Della. It was there. I had to take it. Warren, we're going to go the 5th year because that's actually cheaper than he'll ask for. Ward, sometimes it doesn't pay off to wait because now, because of the season we had, I'm glad we got him, but it was a little risky there for a moment. And you maybe keep the guard now that we need all these linemen, but I think we'll be fine. We'll be fine. We'll find someone in free agency and or draft someone. All right, what do we got? Gibbs, cool name, but I mean, we got Jonathan Taylor. Xavier McKinney's a free agent. McNeil is interesting, but I think our DTs are fine. Corner, maybe, but we've already paid our corner, so it's probably not going to happen. Kenny Moore, who I feel like I called DJ Moore. That one sounds familiar. I may have called Kenny Moore DJ Moore. I don't think we messed up anywhere else, but that one definitely sounds familiar. I'm pretty damn sure I called Kenny Moore DJ Moore, so I apologize. But you know what? Comment bait, baby. There's going to be a lot of people commenting. Dude, you said DJ Moore, it's Kenny Moore. Easy clap. Easy comment bait. Unbelievable. It's funny because, I seen the NFL Rush page, they posted their weekly top NFL failures, and they turned the comments off because I'm almost certain it's because of the Packers-Panthers play where the Panthers had a forward fumble, and they called it one of the worst plays, yet they gained 8 yards on it, which is stupid. And they had another one later on where it was just it wasn't even a negative play. Sure, it's a stupid play. I don't know why they don't just call it something else, weekly follies or something, mistakes, biggest mistakes of the week or something, because it can't be a worse play if a mistake turns into a big play, right? If you fumbled into the end zone for the game-winning touchdown, is that one of the worst plays of the week? Because technically, the way they were putting plays on there, they technically would put it on there. I guess maybe you're calling a worse play for the other team. I don't know. That's just too random. I don't know. I think that's why they turned the comments off of that, to be honest, but yeah, enough yap. I don't think we're going to be liking much going on here. Also, I just threw a whatever signing up there. I offered a low ball. Like, I think McNeil wanted 23 per. We gave him 17 per, and he took it. I mean, sure, why not? I mean, yeah, he's not old by any means, so, you know, we got our block-shitting DT back. Maybe that was the reason why we lost, and if it is, boom. All right, pick 11, the perfect year to do badly, in fairness. Ooh, scouted the safety further, and he's a top 5. Top 5, and he's not a USC safety. What the hell is going on? Let's go to 11. I'm not trading up for him. I mean, 11's already high enough for a safety. And he goes 9. Okay, well, I mean, it's already high enough for a safety. There's no way I'm trading up even higher. I was debating if I even wanted him at 11. You know, corner is interesting, though, because we need a corner at least as soon as next season. Could put this guy at safety, and, you know, who knows, but I do like corner. Is Cam Lewis my guy? He might be my guy. Cam Lewis, pick 11. He's 1-2 projection. He can go 17, you know. 8 in true talent. Please don't be normal. Yes! Huge pick. Let's go to 11 in the second, which is probably where we take a safety. I have, you know, 1 or 2 linemen maybe on the list. We'll take a DT if there's one there. But, yeah, I mean, we're fine other than that. Really just need a safety and corner, which even then, both of those are for the future. They're not even for right now. Rudy Castle, huh? A little slow. Sure. I don't love the speed, but he's hitting. I don't really care. Nice. Here you go. Strong safety. We're cooking. We are cooking. Not bad at all. Team's looking pretty good. I mean, it should. This is telling me that that Jets rebuild is going to take like 10 seasons. But then again, maybe not. Maybe not, because you do have the super first-round picks, right? You have a bunch of them. A couple of linemen. I put, you know, O-line as a focus, corner as a focus, stuff like that. So it's kind of weird that some of them are shown, some aren't. Don't know if I mean, day 3 is right now, in fairness, but we got a couple of UDFA linemen. I mean, what do we got? So Hoffman is like, he is a tackle, right? He fits as a tackle. He just looks like one. I'm going to take him. Sean Hoffman. Oh, he was UDFA! And he's normal! Okay, thankfully it's a 3rd round pick, but that is hands down one of my worst picks. I thought he was a day 3, 2-3. It was a UDFA and he was normal. If he was at least hidden, okay, it's a bad pick, but at least it works out. But oh my, that was bad. Not our best work. Yikes. Also wanted a running back. Seen a couple of guys that are decently fast. Is that the route we go? Taylor Jones, he looks pretty good. 75 true talent, and he's hidden. Okay, I mean, it doesn't make up for our bad pick there, because we could have had both anyways, right? We could have had a really good pick there in the 3rd and the land of the running back. Yeah, that sucks. That was really, really bad. Is it Finch we want, or was it Middleton? I just got burned by a D run blocker, so Randall Finch it is. Might be our right tackle. 43 true, hidden development trait. In the 6th, we'll go for the other guy as well, and probably call it a draft. And there you go, Jarek Middleton. True talent of 57. Dev of normal. Dude, kind of got cooked a little bit with these normals, but we got the one lineman we needed, so there's that. Yeah, that kind of sucked. That really, I mean, the safety and corner are great, though. That definitely makes up for it, but still. And then here's Chad Johnston, not Johnson. 76 true talent, normal dev, but that's fair enough, right? 7th round pick, that's fine. Let's take a look at that corner, though. Corner and safety, those are the 2 main ones. So thankfully, the 2 that we were really banking on being good were the ones that are at least dev-wise very good. Corner is 79. Yeah, that's a really good corner. That is our replacement for Ward next season. Hell, could still win Rookie of the Year. You never know. Let's see what the dev is. Maybe he's freaking superstar. Maybe an X Factor already. That'd be great. Which he is star. Also, I was told that it doesn't freeze anymore when you go in. I'm trusting you. I know which one of you. It was one of you guys said it. I will find who it was. I'm pretty sure it was someone long time viewer too. So, you know, I'll feel real betrayed. I'll feel real sad about it. I do want to take a look at the running back. I don't really care about the lineman. Dev or no dev. We've seen them all. This guy, though, he's kind of an interesting build, you know. Let's see what the dev is. Could be the future replacement for Jonathan Taylor. He might be superstar. He also has Taylor in his name, so keeping the Taylor name going here a little bit. Let's take a look at that safety, though. Top 5, what are we looking at? 83, a bunch of 80s, 81 overall. I mean, you'd assume X-Factor, but not guaranteed, right? Very good acceleration. Everything else a little lackluster. This guy could be a star dev, like, misleading player. Look at that hair. And he is! Wow, okay, so we made the right call, I think. I think getting a safety like him is not the hardest thing in the world to do. Getting a corner like we got, a little bit tougher, in my opinion. All right, here's the team for year number 4. I mean, we made the playoffs twice before. It's a really high overall. It's one of our highest, actually the highest starting overall we've had, even though we lost our left guard and our right tackle. And, you know, DT's actually climbed up a little bit. Our DTs are almost arguably better than when we started because while you're losing Buckner, you're gaining on Stewart already. Linebackers are definitely better. Safety's about equal, probably a little bit better just because neither safety was great out the gate, but about the same. Corners, about the same. I mean, a little bit worse depth, but overall-wise, kind of the same. Either way, yeah, let's see if number 4 is the year. All right, got a lot of money. Daniel Jones needs another contract. It's even worse now. We should have just signed him to a freaking $40 billion deal. We sold. This could have been so much better for us. The tag's going to be disgustingly expensive. JT got to pay, obviously. The money's decent, and the position's pretty damn tough to draft and develop. So there you go, 5-year 85. It's less than 20 per, which is great. $59 million. Losing Bynum, you're losing Ward. You don't have many to resign, though, to be fair. So, yeah. I think we can even pay Pittman. How much? 28 per, I'll do it. Another 2-year deal. So he ends up getting the 4-year anyways. But Daniel Jones, that's a tough one. If we win, I believe we are in. But Daniel Jones did not re-sign, so we're going to have to tag him like, I don't even know. I don't even want to know the number. And we do win. Not bad at all. We are actually the 5th seed, so do we even need it? Yeah, I mean, 10-7. 8th seed was 8-9, so yeah, we were getting pretty much guaranteed, actually. But, well, we were in the end. We would not have been. Obviously, if they won, we lost, and we're both 9-8. But not bad finish, but obviously 10-7, we've done way better than that. I don't know what's going on. We're playing better than ever, statistically, yet we're playing worse than ever. Like, win-loss-wise. Pass rush, what do we got? A little bit of a down year, actually, for the pass rush. We bring in McNeil, and bad things happen, apparently. Dude, Sim is just all over the place. I'm not sure. But, year 4. It's a year that usually does well for us. Who the hell? Favors? Okay, sure, MVP. Pittman goes up in dev. Who do we get? A defense rookie of the year, Cam Lewis. So there's that. Best wide receiver, best running back at 2. And we've got a couple of awards, had a couple of really good individual seasons. But again, we're in the playoffs for the 3rd time now without a single playoff win yet. See what the Packers offense can do for us. Oh, it's a snowy one. And to be honest, the answer to that question is not a whole lot if we're talking real life. 0-0. Good drive. 7-0. Again, this should be Cleveland's, like, you know, this is their home field. This is the stomping grounds. They should have the advantage. 21-7. Offense actually doing something in the playoffs for once. 28-7. I think that's the most points we've scored in the playoffs thus far. Can we do a little bit more, though? Let's put them away, maybe? Thankfully, they only scored a field goal. 31-17. We got a playoff win. Oh, my. About damn time, dude. It is the Browns, but it is what it is. Justin Fields. Dude, that does feel like a team he's going to go to next. Am I crazy? Dude, that's the next stop. That's the next stop for the Fields train. To the divisional round. It's the Bills. We haven't beaten overall, but not only are we back at home, but this team has been to the Super Bowl like every year now, I think. Come on, Indianapolis. The Bills already score 7. Huge drive for us. We get 7. They get another 7. We get stopped. They get field goal. We get a touchdown. They get a field goal. And before half, we do not get the job done. 3rd and inches. I think this is us. 4th and 4. You're down 6. And they're going to go for it. Okay. I like it. I mean, it's pretty early in the game. You really don't need to, but semi-outside leverage, kind of. Downs. Oh, my Lord. That freaking left foot. How is someone, like, not that tall, just, like, so out of control with their body? Like, he's so far, dude. Either way, it worked out. We got the lead. 7 minutes left, 4th and 2. We get the punt. 4th and 3. Dude, I'm, like, just go for it every time. That's my motto at this point. Like, just do what you got to do. Pittman in the slot is giving me, like, Keenan Allen vibes, and I don't really think he's built like that, but he sure was there. I'm sure glad that he dove when I wanted to slide. 4th and 3 risk. I mean, we have a history here, right? Like, have we not seen what the Bills have done to us? Another 4th and 2. I mean, you go for this. Like, have you not seen what the Bills have done to us? Like, multiple times now they have stopped us to a 4th down on this drive. That tells me that they can make stops on defense. So all they need is a score, and you're going to be in this situation anyways. And who else do you go to? But the man, I know Taylor was wide open for a touchdown. I get it. I saw that as I threw it. But predetermined, I'm going to the one guy that I know is going to catch it. So sue me. Please don't. Don't want to have the funds for that. Sacked. 3rd and 12. Okay, now you got to kick a field goal. But all those go-fors at least got us points. Ironically enough, our defense gets a stop for the one you got to go for this, right? They're still refusing to get on board with our ideas. Like, do you mind just following the rules here? The rules of just go for it every single time? Oh, wow. Downs just cooked him. The throw's a little high, though. And I don't even know if he tried to catch it. I actually don't even know. Can't even blame Jones. That was literally nano. I mean, who else do you throw to at this point? No one's open. Downs is by far the most open. It's just a long throw. Kind of wounded duck. And it hit him in the hands, and he just drops it. That's tough. Yeah, the Bills have a short field, but, I mean, we've been living by the go-for. This time it seems like we might be dying by it as well. 4th and 1, what are they going to do? I mean, run commit. I've seen the run from this look 1.5 million times. Not exaggerating. Oh, that's a really bad play. There's no way it's going to work, right? Nice play. Ward off the edge. Turnover on downs. We know the feeling. Yeah, I don't know what the hell they're doing there. They lost like 3 yards before they even had a chance to run. Huge conversion there, by the way. Another huge conversion, 3rd and 8. Huge conversion. This team is cooking, and we're headed to the championship round. You know, say what you will, but our field goals are, you know, us going for 4th and down, 4th down multiple times that one drive. It meant everything. They kick a game-winning, well, maybe not the game-winning, but they take the lead-changing field goal instead of going for it on 4th and 1, you know? So, just saying, it would not have resulted in 24-20, I'll tell you that much. It's at least a different score. Whether we win or not is to be seen, but wow, look at their pass rush. 10 times better than ours. Ours literally didn't exist, apparently. One day we'll have pressure stats. I'm not even sure, like, how you judge that. It shouldn't be hard, though, no? Either way, Texans 10-7 versus 12-5. Like, when can I start seeing AI be implemented in the things I like positively? Like, if you're not going to do the pressure stats, that means no one's job is doing that. So it's not, AI's not taking anyone's job doing something that nobody's doing, you know? It's just they're going to replace the people that are doing stuff with that AI. That's the problem, and we won't even get a better game. That's what pisses me off. All right, going to the end of the game. 7 for the Texans immediately. Don't let, dude, I was already devastated by the loss to the Jaguars. Don't let us miss our playoffs, our Super Bowl chance because of the division rival. Huge play there. Let's slow sim it. No way, they just got a huge shot with 30 seconds left. This would have been a 2-possession lead if not for that 4th and inches. Okay, we'll make the argument that that could have been a touchdown drive instead of the pre-half. Nice drive, huge. 10-point lead into the 3rd, okay. Oh, don't tell me you threw a pick, did we? We're just like penalized left and right. 10-point game, 4th quarter, Texans moving. Okay, we're going to come in for this drive. This is a huge drive. The difference between a touchdown taking a lead and the touchdown tying the game. Oh, they've got movement. Oh, you got to finish that. Dude. Mixon's got to be pretty bad of a player by now, right? What's his overall? That's a tough miss. 87 overall. He's still pretty good, actually. What about who missed it so I can reprimand them? It's that linebacker I never changed the number for. It's really my fault, to be honest with you. You're wearing 26 as a linebacker. What do you expect? 31-28. Come on, offense. Nice drive so far. Oh, it's staled. Oh, no. Field goal? 56-yard field goal. Hit it. Hit it, please. Nice. What a kick. So if they do get a touchdown, which they don't because they get stopped on 4th and 1, you know, you have a field goal to win it. And no, we're going to just win 42-28. The offense said, you know what, defense, you've done all right for us. You're having a bad game. We got you covered. Don't worry about it. Clutched up, really, truly did. Beautiful work. Let's take a look. Daniel Jones threw a pick, but he was still a better quarterback on the day. Taylor was solid. Pittman was great. I actually really do. Like, I never really liked that. But the whole Keenan Allen in the slot type of thing, I don't know. I kind of like the taller guys in the slot now all of a sudden. I used to like, it's like obviously the small, shifty guys in the slot, but I feel safer throwing the slot. Like, the slot throws seem to be the most, like, the ball needs to be perfect. And if it's a bigger guy, it doesn't need to be as perfect. And here is the Packers going against the Colts. Kind of a boring one, if you will. But let's take a look at the playoffs, see how the Packers got here. So you have us winning there. Packers by 8 over the Lions, who were in the Super Bowl a lot. So they have beat a good team. They beat the Falcons by 7. Last time they beat the Falcons in the divisional round, the Packers have won a Super Bowl. And then the Giants, they never win against the Giants in the playoffs. So there is something crazy a-brewing here. Better be not a Super Bowl win, I'll tell you that much. Daniel Jones becomes a superstar, though. 88 overall. We like it. Break sack is terrible, but he is very good. What else do we have? Pittman superstar. Nice. I will say the one thing that, like, while I hate it for an online league, and for offline I don't really care because I can kind of, affect it by just not doing the practices. I do like for rebuilds that you can actually fix older players and, make them usable with some of that OP training. Like the training camp specifically, quarterback, wide receiver, you get +2 overalls and then some XP. That is massive. Very massive. But those are some of the dev ups we had. Pretty good glow up in general for the team. We have them beat by 4 overalls. Come on, Indy. Indianapolis Jones. Almost had a stroke there. My bad. Hell, even if this happened in real life, I wouldn't be. I'd be upset because I want my team to win. But you know what? Packers versus Colts. That's a team I could afford to lose to. As long as it's not one of the teams has won like $1 billion, I could live with it. Packers up by 3. Oh, come on, Colts. Not today. I swear okay, we got to come in for this one because they're not going to convert 16 yards on their own. I mean, they could, but I don't trust it. Corners. This is the one time where you do want those taller corners in, or wide receivers in, and of course our tall wide receivers in the slot. We've sold. We've made an error. Please. He dropped it! That's crazy. They're going to say because of the inaccuracy on the throw, he's just going to drop it. Wow. Well, you better hit the damn field goal. Okay. I've seen, the stack of bad. You drop a wide open first down, then you miss the field goal. It's just like never-ending bad. Good drive. Nice. 17 all. Huge comeback. 4th and inches. They're going to punt it. Such a Green Bay move, although recently enough they did a too aggressive of a move. Huge! Wow. 3rd and 13, definitely okay, let's get the clock moving. Let's just secure a field goal type run. And Jonathan Taylor, the guy who should be winning MVP, he does it. He saves the day. 3rd and 4th and 3. I mean, I think you bring the heat. You bring the heat here. I get it, you want to protect the end zone, but if you get off the field here, you win the game. Who am I? Oh, no, not Ward. And he stops it with 28 seconds left. 3 timeouts. This could be the win. Oh, I love it. I know why they do this, because obviously we miss one like this. Good try, though. JT almost made it happen, because they know that their game is garbage for these, like, swats. And, like why are we not reaching up for that? Why are we not reaching up for that? So they're like, okay, well, if there's contact, you're just going to drop it. You also just, like, force pushed them away. Sweet. Sweet. All you need to do is just run it 3 times and win the game. You don't even need a first down. Okay, that penalty does not help anyone's case. And they've run out of time. I don't know how they've run out of time, but they did. 24-17. The Indianapolis Colts defeat the Packers, and they have won a Super Bowl with Daniel Jones. There is probably not a Giants fan sleeping in sight. They're devastated. I will say that. I mean, let's be honest. It doesn't matter. It's not like Daniel Jones just became an amazing quarterback overnight. He's just got a good team. His team is decent. It's why, these kind of guys, they make me hesitate a little bit with like, oh, this guy sucks. I see firsthand what a bad offensive line can do. I see firsthand what, a bad scheme can do. And Not firsthand as a Packers fan, I have not. Ironically enough, we've been blessed. But, just from seeing, some of these guys develop the way they've developed, leaving a, bad situation, it's like, you can't even look at someone like Cam Ward and say anything. It's just like, well, that is not a good look. It's not a good spot to be at this moment. So, got to give those quarterbacks a little bit of a chance. Both these tackles having a mid-off. The left tackle's having a literal mid-off. JT Shaughnessy, okay, Latu, one for McNeil, one for Parsons, one for Coop, half for, a bunch of different guys. Picks for Castle and Hobbs, and clean kicking, but a win for the Colts. So, this was semi-short, so you might see a Cowboys rebuild later today. We'll see. I don't really like to stack videos anymore. I used to do it because, I could. But I have learned the ways of the algorithm a little bit. And I have learned they don't like that. It does not like when you stack. They're like, hey, these servers are not cheap, bozo. Could you stop wasting our bandwidth? Which, I really do think at one point, and I know they have crazy server farms, and I know I go on crazy rants as well, but one of these days, YouTube is going to be like, you have to pay to upload. Like, I get it, they get ad revenue and whatnot, but like, there are people out there, which, hey, I'm not view shaming, but there are people out there, I've seen channels that post like 10-hour streams they've done, and they get like a few views here and there. Like, I don't know what it costs to store that, but it's like, that is not helping YouTube at all, They don't give a damn about that, but again, I'm yapping for no reason. My bad. I'm sorry. Okay, I apologize. You're a Colts fan, you're watching this, and you're thinking, why? Why are you yapping? Why are you still yapping? Of course, Pittman, looking good. Daniel Jones looking good. What else do we have? Josh Downs looked pretty good. I feel like this has happened to us before. We're like, okay, Pierce is the number 2. He's got the size for number 2. Downs is, he's slot guy. Play him in the slot, and then we do that, and then Pierce gets passed by Downs. Downs plays 2. Pierce at 3. I feel like that's happened to us multiple times now. Tyler Warren, by the way, really haven't said his name much. 89 overall. I'm actually kind of curious to see what the numbers look like. I pay attention to them. 0 touchdowns, 666 yards. Okay, that's strange. But, yeah, he did not have a great career with us because we ran the Packers scheme. It is what it is. It is to be expected. Let's take a look at the defensive side of the ball where Nick Cross, he's been, kind of a Madden god for a while now. Still kind of is. Still pretty damn young, very fast, obviously. Has some hit power, good size. It's got it all going on. Castle, Rudy Castle, very young, obviously. Very good man in zone. Could play slot corner if you needed him to. Hate this dude. I wish they would fix that where you don't have to, like, switch to defense every time. 88 overall. Block shit's crazy. Zone's crazy. Man is not very good, though. And then we have Castle. DeAndre Castle, very good block shedding. Not a whole lot in the cover. So nobody can cover something. If the ball goes over the middle, yeah, the defense is cooked. Let's be real. Did we just look at Hartman? I have lost track. I thought we went middle linebacker first. We did not. I don't know what to tell you. Okay, I've sold a little bit. DeCarvalho, of course, probably field general. Yeah, you can always tell when it's a little bit more balanced. It's field general. Defensively, cornerback. Sauce. Lost in the sauce, 97 overall. Did he really do much for us other than boost our overall? A couple of picks here and there. I mean, he's getting targeted a little bit more, it seems. But overall, he's just doing his part. Just scaring the other team. Ward, still here. Pretty good overall. Obviously, the next up is Lewis, so you save money there, and you get yourself a really good corner. Corner 3 is 87 overall. He's the rookie of the year. You got your rookie of the year cornerback. You basically got Sauce Gardner coming back up here to go on the opposite side of Sauce Gardner. JT, very good power move. Not so much in the other ratings, but good player. And then obviously when we look over at Latu, which I feel like we just did, but I'll do it again. Yeah, he's because of Speed Rusher, which is so damn OP. I don't know how it's not been nerfed yet. He is a very good overall at pretty much everything. Blockshed Sanborn, super good run defense. Obviously, McNeil's going to be the same way. Let's take a look at how he looks. 88 overall. Still can't believe we got him on 17 per. Looks solid. And yeah, that is going to be it for this one. I know, ironically enough, pulled the 3 teams. Jets won, and I'm like, F that noise. To be fair, it is just kind of like a gauging of the interest type of thing. It doesn't always guarantee I'm going to do that team first. It's just, a little fun poll, all right? I like to vote on polls all the time that I don't care about. So maybe you guys do too. I don't know. Either way, I'm not 100% sure if you'll see a Cowboys rebuild later today. I think the plan would be, if you don't see a Cowboys rebuild later today, ironically enough, you'd probably see the Jets one tomorrow, and then maybe the Cowboys on the Friday. I don't know. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. Either way, as always, really do appreciate you guys a ton. If you guys enjoyed, leave a like, subscribe if you're new, hit the bell notification to all if you haven't already, so you know when the next upload is up. Follow me on Twitter, Jeromepkr, second channel PK plays your non-Madden content. Been slacking a little bit over there. Speaking of posting long videos and whatnot to no viewers, that Borderlands series, trying to finish that up. Hopefully they don't make me pay to upload. I hope I don't give them a good idea. Their AI's like, ooh, good idea. Send it to top brass. They're probably already damn thinking about it. Either way, enough yap. Hope you guys come back for next video. But until next video,